Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we're taking a look at a beaver. That's right. It's the Tenable Beaver. Interesting name for a knife, but whether you dig the name or not, I can tell you right now, I am definitely digging this one. Hashtag rope killer. I'll get into that in a minute. But so I believe there's five different versions of the Beaver available. This one just happens to be the anodized aluminum black version. There is it's kind of a orangish version as well, and then there's a couple of G10 versions as well. You do have a small back spacer going on there, deep carry clip, lanyard hole, and when I say deep carry, a little bit sticking out there, just a little bit. Reversible as well, that is nice. Now it's not embedded into the scale. It does sit on top, but we do have some recessed screws, so very, very nice. Now the Beaver is a Tenable design, of course, Kim Ning, and it's nice. Very, very nice. Of course, you can see it's got a little pop of red on it, so that doesn't hurt anything for me, for sure. But you've got the red thumb studs there. Fit and finish, done very well. Everything is chamfered off very, very nicely, right where it should be. Now it's going to, there we go. There we can see the centering. It is pretty much on point. Not sharp where it shouldn't be, very sharp where it should. So that is all good there. Now, as you can see, crossbar lock for sure. Like I said, dual thumb studs. Does kind of, now can flip it open. You know, that's the thing with the crossbar lock. Some of them, you will be able to flip it open. Otherwise, very smooth operation. Very smooth. Very nice. Definitely digging this blade. Like I said, it is a rope killer. It did very, very well on that 1/2 inch natural fiber rope, or 21 thread as I call it. Got a drop point. Got a nice belly. I mean, well, we're kind of jumping ahead, but let's look at that cutting edge. Yep, darn near 3.5, and with that belly, yeah, does very, very nicely. Coated blade, nitro-v going on there. There you go, Beaver, Kim Ning. I really like the looks of this knife overall. Absolutely 100%. I was very excited when they asked if I'd like to check it out. Yes, I would. Very much so. So, overall, what are we looking at? Pretty much right at an 8-inch knife. Handle length, just over 4.5. If we come back here, blade length, and pretty much a full cutting edge. There you go. It's about 3 3/8, so we're making up the difference right there. Now, the one thing I did want to point out is your thumb studs are out into the cutting edge quite a bit. So with me and those adjustable angle, we'll have to see if they are removable. I have not tried to remove them. They look, anodized, powder coated, probably powder coated, the way they look. And getting them off might be a little, we might have to find some soft jaw pliers, that's the word I was looking for, to see if we can get that off and see how it, reacts with the adjustable angle systems. But it is out there quite a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they could be back a little bit, but the way that it's cut out, not a whole lot. I mean, yeah, we could probably move them back to about right here, and if that's the case, yeah, they'd be out of the cutting path a lot more if that were the case, but hence, they're not. They are sticking out there a little bit. So, take that into consideration when you're looking at the Beaver. So there is your overall size comparison with the bug out. Definitely a bigger knife than the bug out as an 8-inch knife. Bring out the old PM2, and we're going to be a lot closer. There you go. PM2's got it on the blade by, yeah, a little bit. 1/8 of an inch or so, maybe a little more. And roughly about that on the handle as well. I tell you what, man, I've been really liking the models I've been seeing coming from Tenable. I mean, they just did the Shard, and the Shard was my favorite concept model. This Beaver is very, very nice. Tenable has a very nice Beaver. Yeah, I'm 12, okay? That's just, yeah. 4.3 ounces or 122 grams overall. Definitely has a little bit of weight to it. It is a little bit of a larger knife, of course. And let's see, very nice in and out of the pocket. Like I said, it is pretty deep carry. You will have just a little tiny bit sticking out, coming out of the pocket. Decent bit of pop. Pocket clip, pretty rigid. No issues there. So, overall, what do we think of the Beaver? Well, with nitro-v, aluminum, all that good stuff, this one's coming in at 57 bucks. I think you're going to get yourself a pretty good buy. Now, the G10 versions I mentioned before, they're right at, it's 49 and change, right at 50 bucks. So, depending on which one you get, G10, 50, the two aluminum versions are coming in at that, closer to that 57 range. But overall, like I said, fit and finish, fantastic. Design, definitely digging on the design. Pardon me, quite a bit. Action is very smooth, jumps out there. Like I mentioned, though, I mean, it doesn't take a lot to shake it open, but then again, with a crossbar lock, sometimes that's something we see with the crossbar lock. There you go. Ergonomics, biggest one for me. Nice. Very, very nice. Fits in my hand perfectly. Oh, I did not give you the grip length. Grip length, we're pushing it out. Not quite 3 3/4. So as I grab it, I just have just a tiny bit left over. But it does feel really good in hand. Pocket clip, not even remotely an issue. I mean, just nice all around as far as a grip goes. And, as I said, a little bit bigger knife, almost at full 3.5-inch cutting edge. Another rope killer. I'm loving it. Absolutely. You guys know, if you've been with the channel for any knife that I can pretty much glide through up to 1/2-inch natural fiber rope, it is a winner in my book, if ergos and everything else are good. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, definitely the Beaver fits that description. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the name? I was like, I saw that when they reached out, I saw it. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll check out your Beaver. Sure, why not? Again, I'm 12. Okay, but let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'm digging it for sure. Hopefully, you may too. You never know. But thank you so much for Tenable for sending out the Beaver. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out with me. Of course, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.